G'day my YouTube buddies. I bought myself a South Bend 9-inch lathe. Can't really complain about the quality, but mate, I really know how to treat them. It's missing the cover. I spent yesterday cleaning up the bed. It was really rusted. I had some rust remover, taken it off, put some oil on there to protect it. Now it's actually quite nice. I'm still contemplating if I have to refurbish this whole thing back to original or get it running. When I bought it, the guy said, yeah, it's running. So I think with everything that I have, I can probably get it running. It's got a the flat belt there, not in a good nick. I'm not really happy with what he's given me. Sorry, you can see it's pulling apart. I think I'm going to replace this in any case. I hate machinery that looks like this. This is all to teach myself a little bit of lathe work, a metal shop. Last time I was working with a lathe was about 20 odd years ago, back in high school. So it's a long time. If I'm going to take this back, I've got a lot of work to do. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm speaking to somebody buying myself a quick change gearbox to upgrade this lathe. This lathe is a 9-inch lathe with the B, as they said from here, from the serial number I've got. I'm not sure when it was built. Let's see if I can give you guys the serial number. It doesn't want to focus there. But it's 4227 November Bravo Romeo 8. And it seems like the 8 is just a serial number or a revision number of the lathe. When they change something on the lathe, they give it like a version 1, 2, 3, 2, and this is a 8. As I said though, it must have been. I do follow P222, aka Tubalcane. Very nice guy, a little bit more years than I have, but as he explained in some of his video, I've got some chew marks right there, and that's just when you remove this from here and you don't have some protection here, like a wood block or something, and this falls down. That's where you get these marks here. And on my unit, I've got some chew marks here. I've got some chew marks here as well. That's just typical school. So as Mr. Pete also said, that seems to be a general consensus when you've got school kids on a lathe. So I think this is a school kit, or not a school kit, sorry. I think this is from a school that's being passed on. But yeah, it has seen better days. As you can see here, it's got some play there. Just remove this. It's got some play there. I'll fix that up. I'll probably fix this up as well. But yeah, I look, for the price that I paid for it, which was 300 Aussie dollars, I think it's pretty good. I think the apron was from another machine, as these two colors don't marry up. So I'm between two fires at this stage, to either to repaint this and bring everything up to a new paint job. There's people that do them and they look fantastic. I'm at this point, I don't have any play this side on my cross slide, but I do have a play on this side. So either the nut here needs to be replaced there at the back. This nut here needs to be replaced, and I've got some play on my compound in this direction, but not in that direction. So I'm still looking at how to do that. As I said, I'm really new to this. The bed has actually, when I bought it, it had rust here, and the guy I bought it from said, look, it's just surface rust. So I took him on his word. I actually got some rust remover, wiped it on with a cloth, and went through about a few of these rags. I think there's another rag that I used yesterday. Yes, it did clean up. I've actually oiled the whole bed, not with whey oil. I don't have it. I'll probably get some in the future and I'll put it on. I think the next stage, what I'll do is I'm going to remove all these bushings, try to clean them up, put some new felts on. I think it as I said, I'm really between two fires. I think what I'll do, first of all, I need to get a table for this. I've got my milling machine there that I'm trying to get running as well. It's just a normal X2. I'll get that running. I want to fix it up. I bought it brand new, but it was just standing for about 3 or 4 years, and now I'm starting to get back into it. I'm missing the back cover here as well, so I know it's cast metal that they use for the cover here, or probably aluminium. I see later models here is using a fiberglass, and I'll probably do that as well. Make a plug or a mold, and just make a carbon or a fiberglass, making a fiberglass cover here. This is really not good. I need to do some more work on this. I'm not sure what to do. I'm still in the progress. Maybe I need to take this whole spindle out. But look, there's a lot of people that I've seen doing this. I've seen a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, as Mr. Pete 222 said, he'll rather be dead than take that off. So I'm between two fires at this stage regarding taking that off and trying to see if I can fix it. So I don't know what to do. Currently I've got a three jaw chuck that I got. Not sure. It's I think when I looked at this, it was a Belco from England. So I don't know. Look, it's rusted. A lot of surface rust. I'll probably clean this up as well. I want to strip this apart. It's binding a bit. What I have seen just working on the lathe yesterday, people don't use air to clean your work from your lathe. Use a brush. I think air makes it easy for you, but believe me, you're making much more troubles for you in the long run. Blowing your air, your work clean with air. Use a brush. Let it fall to the drip tray. I'm no mechanical millwright tool maker by trade, but mate, I've seen horrendous stuff just by having this lathe right now. This lathe has got a lot of abuse, and as I said, I think it's from a school. But yeah, look, I'll probably post more videos as I progress. I need to take the motor off. That is really rusted, so I want to take that off. The pulley on the motor. I want to clean that all up. The V-belt, or the belt between the pulley and the I'm not sure what's that called, needs to be, even though it's nice, it's really stiff, and I want to replace that rather. I've seen Mr. Pete, aka I can't remember his name now. I've seen Mr. Pete 222 make a new belt for him. I've looked on eBay. They're not too bad. They're about $40 for a new belt. And then I need to lace it. Still deciding on what to do, but yeah, the belt that I've got is no go. I will not do it. The gears are in a good condition. I do see some wear right there on the gears, but the back gear is pretty good, Nick. But yeah, as I says, I've done some initial cleaning yesterday when I picked it up. It wasn't smooth as this. I still think I'm going to take off the apron. I want to clean up underside. I haven't even looked at that. I want to fix this up. There's no key for this yet, so I'll probably get a key for this, and then when this is all cleaned and I'm working it, I'll check my center. I've checked it yesterday. I've slid this up right up to there and checked it. It seems to be true, but I'll probably check that alignment. And there's a few videos on YouTube. If you guys want to see it, let me know, and I'll research it again, and I'll show you guys what I'm going to do for mine. But yeah, I just think I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. I'll just rather show you guys my take to it. As I said, I'm no machinist by any form, fit or function. This is just to teach myself and for a hobby. My trade is more electrical, so yeah. Talking about electrics, that I will not even trust somebody else with that, let alone myself. So that's going to be rewired. One thing I do not like about the South Bend lathes and the other lathes that I have seen, some people just put a forward and reverse switch onto it. Very nice, and they do a good electrical job. Don't think about that. But what I can say is, once you've switched your lathe on, if there's a power failure, and you try to go to your machine and work on it, and you forget to switch off your switch, the moment your power gets back, that machine is going to bite you. So what I'll be doing is I'll bring up my electricals to a more safer standard. So I'll put an on and off switch, and the on switch will work with a relay, which will then kick in. So every time that a power fails, the relay will fail, and you have to physically press the button to start it again. I'll put forward and reverse on as normal, but I think the start and stop should be upgraded on any machine. Even though if you want to be a purist, I totally agree with you. You've got the fullest right to do that, but for me, safety is first. I'll put some emergency stop buttons left and right as well, just to make sure that if something goes wrong, I have an emergency stop as well that will operate on both sides of the bench when I build my bench. But yeah, I think the next step for me is I'm going to build a bench for this, and then when I've got this bench built, I'll mount my lathe onto that with my motor, and then from there I'll probably start to see how everything's going. The other sort of additions that I got with this lathe, this is where you can see it's people don't really look after their stuff. It's just an old face plate. Another face plate for the south bend. I've got some few gears here. This is typically to go on right there to change, or if you want to cut threads. I don't think I'll be cutting threads, to be honest. I'll rather get something to cut threads with. As you can see, this is crooked as hell. I'll probably I'll get these bent correctly again. I'll take this off, and I think I'm gonna, the more I talk about it, I think I'm gonna sorry guys, as you can see, this is as crooked as hell. What I'll probably do is I'll straighten this rod, clean this up, take the paint off, probably just give it a good nick of spray. Still have to find out, because this is like a bluish color. That seems to be a more greyish color for the old south bend. This is also like a bluish. I think the south bend. This is all south bend colors, nothing from other ones. What I can do see is, well, this one here is a different color from this cover plate here. So I think, yeah, again, this maybe just confirms it's an old school lathe, and they've actually just take this off from another lathe that they had and put it on there, and when I sold this, get rid of it. But yeah, that's one. I've got another set of jaws for the 3-jaw chuck. I think this is to hold work on the other side. I'm not sure. As I said, I am not a machinist. I want to learn. So any comments, good, bad, don't think I'll take it as a bad comment, as I am learning. This is a new profession which I'm starting at, or not a new profession, but a new sort of hobby. I'm starting at the life of 40. This is my midlife crisis, it seems. What's nice is I got a chuck key. Some people don't get a chuck key, but yeah, as I said, I've tried to work with it yesterday. It does bind, so I need to open that, fix it up. But that's what I got. There's a few things missing. As I said, the cover is missing on this side. I want to fix that up. That's one safety issue that I've got as well. So I'll probably look on eBay. I've seen one there. The postage is killing, but the cover is about $35 from the US. But yeah, as I said, the postage is like $100 for the postage. I'm currently talking to somebody, as I said, fixing that up. putting up a quick change gearbox, but that's maybe, if I'm not going to thread, I think that's not required. I probably can put up my gear selection on that side to make sure that I've got a good power feed. This all locks up. It's quite nice. But I've got some play in there like that. Once you've locked the nut in. So yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe that needs to be fixed. But as I said, I want to take off the apron to make sure that I just want to check that, because if there's chips where I didn't expect chips to occur, I think there's chips in the apron. Otherwise, it's not a bad lathe. I really like it. I was really looking through all the forums that we have here. We've got something called Gumtree, so I've looked up on that. I've looked on eBay, and these lathes are really going for ridiculous prices. Anything from about $1,500 upwards to about $3,000. So when I got this on our local Gumtree for $300, I really jumped at this, even though it's not in a perfect condition. I can either take this whole thing, bring it up, make it a perfect condition. It's going to cost me about probably another $400 or $500 to bring this up. I need to get live centers, dead centers. I think for now I can work with a 3-jaw chuck. I know some people will talk about a 4-jaw chuck. I've looked at eBay. That's about $100 as well. So I think to bring this all up, it's still going to cost me about $1,000 to get it where I want it to be, and that's including the lathe price. So you can say, well, why don't I just buy it? One thing that I have learned from a teacher that I had in school, he said, if you want to use a machine, learn the machine. So, and the best way to learn a machine is to get your hands dirty, get the machine and work with it. And that's what I've done most of my life. So so if you want to learn a machine, yes, you can buy a lathe, you can go buy books, you can read as much as you can, but if you don't do it, you're not going to do it. So I'll probably do a few things. I've seen some people upgrading their dials for a crossfeed in their compound. One thing that I don't see is a protractor here, so maybe I'll upgrade this to a DRO. Still don't know. This is very early. I just got this yesterday, so I'll probably look from there. Guys, comment. I don't think I'll look down on any comments. One thing I don't do is I don't discriminate. So if you've got a bad comment, I'll take it as a good one, because this is I'm new to this channel, so any comments would be nice. If you like what you see and think you're going to like what I'm going to produce here, probably return and you'll see some more. If you want, you can subscribe, but I'm not going to ask you to subscribe if you don't want to. Just return and have a look at the videos that I'm going to put up. Enjoy.